what I wanted to do is I wanted to combine this code of snow falling, okay, with this code of drawing a heart. And let me just preface that the shapes that I'm using through trigonometry, the formula was given by Giovanni Code on his GitHub/YouTube. I used his tutorials. And then I was like, okay, let me combine the two. And then here's a snow heart. Okay, that's fantastic. Looks great. Okay. And then I was like, okay, I want a different shape. So I was like, let's do this one. And we got a star. And then I needed to change my code that I can run my animation through MPI. And so I did it. And when I ran my code on the cluster, aka the 4 screens, it did not want to work exactly how I wanted it to. So I was like, okay, this is frustrating. What do I have to do to fix it? And I spent most of my quarter editing my code, changing my code, and nothing was working, and I was so frustrated.
The only problem is that this is the only one that's drawing something, and these ones are going straight up.
But I didn't think to talk to the TA or to my professor, so that's on me, until last minute. And so then I went to my professor and I was like, hey, this is what I want. This is what's going on. Please help me. He was like, all right, you basically have to debug your code. This is how we'll figure it out. So he printed the numbers that were being printed from the equation. What I was getting was decimals instead of integers. And so he's like, it's a quick, easy fix. So then I was like, all right. And so then I went back and then I was like, okay, I need to fix this. Side note, my major allows me to use AI in my projects as long as you disclose it. I know AI is a big controversy, especially in art. Using it to mess around is okay, but using it to complete your work and turning it in as your own is wrong. You know what I mean? So as long as you disclose it with my department, then it's all good. And this is one of the AI codes that I was able to generate. So basically, I asked Llama 3.2, hey, can you create a Pygame of snow falling and drawing hearts? Basically, what I originally wanted to do, right? What it came up with. And I think it's the coolest thing. So it is snow falling, but once it reaches a certain coordinate, hearts will pop up. So those circles with those lines and squares in it, those are technically the hearts. So once the snowfall reaches the coordinates, hearts appear and they're randomized across the screen, which I think is great. And the snow falling is constantly being appended, so eventually the screen just fills up with white completely, and it slows down, and you can kind of just see the hearts, quote unquote hearts, popping up across the screen. I think it looks so cool, but I did not decide to use it in my project. I just wanted to mention it because I thought it was interesting.